You know what's terrifying? It's not waking up crying. It's waking up and feeling nothing at all. No sadness, no happiness, just numb. You go through the motions, smile, reply, work, scroll, but deep down you know something inside you is slowly fading. And the scariest part is that you almost didn't notice. If this sounds familiar, don't look away. This episode might be the mirror you've been avoiding, but also maybe the softest hand reaching out to pull you back. Welcome to Petunia Diaries, a soft, calming, feminine space where we rest, breathe, and our souls can just be. And this is today's voice note. Sometimes the decline of your mental health is not loud. It doesn't always come with breakdowns or dramatic meltdowns. Sometimes it arrives in silence in the form of numb mornings, skipped showers, unread messages, and a heart that feels tired for no reason. This isn't just a podcast. This is a quiet corner of the universe where we sit together, me and you, and gently, courageously ask ourselves, am I really okay? It usually starts subtly. You tell yourself, I'm just tired, but it's been 3 weeks now, or maybe months. Your hobbies don't excite you anymore. That favorite song, you skip it now. Texts pile up, and the idea of replying feels like a full-time job. And when someone asks how you're doing, you say, I'm fine, so quickly, you almost convince yourself it's true. But the truth is that you've been sleeping too much, or not at all, eating too little, or way too much. Your body has been trying to whisper what your mind is afraid to admit. Something's not right. Here's something people don't often talk about. Sometimes, when your mental health is declining, you cry less, not more. You become emotionally flat. Unbothered, uninterested, unavailable. You laugh out of habit, not humor, and you smile out of reflex, not joy. And when real joy does come around, you feel like an outsider looking in, like you're watching someone else's life from behind a glass wall. Or maybe the opposite happens. You cry in the shower, in the car, at 3 a.m. for reasons you can't explain. Everything becomes too much. A simple grocery trip, overwhelming. A phone call, draining. An email from work, triggering. You are not weak, as Glennon Doyle once wrote. You are a human being having a very human experience. Your room's messy. Laundry's been sitting for days. Your skincare routine, abandoned. Your hair, unwashed. You don't feel feminine anymore, just invisible. But here's the truth. This isn't laziness. This is exhaustion. Mental exhaustion that paralyzes your motivation. And your body starts to echo that pain. Stomach aches, tension in your neck, migraines, chest tightness. The body keeps the score, wrote Bessel van der Kolk, because your trauma doesn't disappear. It relocates. You start canceling plans, ignoring calls, leaving texts unread for weeks. You don't want to be a burden. You don't want to explain, so you vanish. But loneliness isn't just being alone. It's being surrounded and still feeling disconnected. It's laughing with friends but feeling like you're not really there. The world keeps spinning but your inner world is frozen. And the worst part is you're not even sure why. You look around and think, I should be grateful. You have a job, a home, friends, and no major crisis. So why do you feel this heaviness? And then comes the guilt for being sad, for being unproductive, for not trying hard enough. But here's a radical truth. You don't need a reason to be struggling. Your pain doesn't have to be justified to be real. You are allowed to say, I'm not okay, even if your life looks fine on the outside. Mental health doesn't deteriorate overnight. It crumbles quietly until you wake up one day and wonder where your spark went. But here's the light in all this. The same way your mind can spiral downward, it can spiral back up. The first step is noticing the signs. The second is not shaming yourself for them. And the third, asking for help, even if your voice shakes. As Dan Millman said, you don't have to control your thoughts. You just have to stop letting them control you. Healing is not linear, but it begins the moment you choose to come back to yourself. Here's what I started doing slowly, imperfectly, and with love. Journaling without filters, walking without headphones, saying no without guilt, crying without apologizing, making tea, brushing my hair, opening a window. Tiny things, but they reminded me that I exist. I matter. I'm still here. And so are you. You don't need to fix everything today. You just need to stay, to breathe, to reach out, and to keep choosing yourself over and over. If you're listening to this and some of these signs felt familiar, I want you to know you are not broken. You are becoming. Maybe your mind is tired, but your soul is still glowing beneath the weight. And even if you don't feel it right now, you are still worthy, still lovable, still allowed to heal. This isn't the end of your story. It's just a quiet chapter. And one day you'll look back and say, that's where I found my way back to me. If this spoke to your heart, I would love for you to subscribe, leave me a little note in the comments, or just send some love. Your presence here is a gift, and I'm so grateful you chose to spend your precious time with me.